Alright, hey guys, what's going on? Needs more drums back in Court Farms for our 1000 cows series, and I lied. This is not going to be the last episode. There's probably going to be just a couple of more. I want to kind of get the forage harvest done for the corn and get that batch of silage kind of fermented, or at least in the bunker silos and stuff before we really kind of call it on the series. And once I feel like we're prepared for winter, I think that's when we're, going to call it. I don't think we'll play through another winter, but then I think the farm will be fine to kind of leave to some of the help, and we can kind of move on and kind of do our own thing and start something fresh. So I already kind of have some things in the works for what I'm thinking of doing for the next series, and I'm pretty excited about it. It'll be a little more kind of like this, just nice and laid back, just kind of playing the game with a little bit of a challenge, and I think you guys will like it. Hopefully it won't be too long before we start that, and then that series probably won't be super long either. But yeah, so just stay tuned and keep an eye on the uploads. But in the meantime, today, as you can see, it is raining. Hopefully the rain doesn't last too much longer. I did already feed the cows this morning, and that's one little kind of short video that I want to make before the end of the series. I want to just do like a little time lapse of just how long it takes to feed all of these cows, because it does take quite a bit, by the time you get the mixer loaded up and everything. But yeah, so it's raining now. We can't do much. We still have some straw on the field that we need to bale. It looks like it's actually about to stop raining as I say that. But I already did feed the cows, and now what I want to do is I'm going and doing a little bit of a slurry running here from this barn here up on the left that kind of is sitting by itself. This one is pretty full at the moment, so I just want to make a couple of trips to the slurry storage before we actually get started, before the rain stops, and then we can actually get started on some of the other tasks for today, which include bale stacking. I have some of these silage bales that have been sitting in some of these fields, and I kind of feel like I knew we weren't going to make that turn. This is the pain with this, with these narrow gates here, and then you kind of got to swing out, into oncoming traffic. But as you can see, there is a cement truck heading my way, so I don't want to crash into him. See if we can make this work. If not, I have another solution, but sometimes it just takes a little bit here. Kind of pull to the right. There we go. That looks like it's working perfectly. But yeah, so we'll just back up here to the slurry. As I was saying, sorry I'm getting distracted. But as I was saying, we are going to do a little bit of bale stacking today. We have these silage bales that have been sitting around and are done fermenting, I believe. So now we actually have our own supply of silage for at least a very, very short time. It probably won't last us too long, if I'm being honest. We might need to do, well, I know we're going to need to do another cut, which is another thing that I want to start to do today. So if we have the time, I want to stack the bales. I want to get started on another cut of grass. We have a couple of fields that are ready to go, and we do need the silage at the moment. Hay is in pretty good standing. We should be good on that for a while. Plus we have some more straw, which is the third thing that I want to do. Is we have that field left over from the harvest. One of the fields is already baled, the straw. Oh, sorry, dude. Just gonna pull out here. Oh well. Oh, I can't even do that. This is crazy. That's the problem with these trailers. Are great for navigating kind of within the tight spots, and like when you're trying to turn around on the field and stuff, and have a small turning radius. These trailers are great with the rear wheel steering, but sometimes they're not so great. Like right now when you're trying to get out of gates, and it kind of kicks the back end out a little bit, and then it ends up colliding with a gate post, and you can't get out. So anyway, a little frustrating, but nonetheless, baling the straw. We have one field left to bale. We had 2 fields harvested. One of them's already baled. Got to bale the other one. So, final list for today: stack some bales, some silage bales, cut some grass, bale some straw. That is the plan. And since it did just stop raining, we're gonna let the grass and the straw dry out a little bit. The grass doesn't need to be super dry, since we're just gonna bale it and wrap it anyway. But the straw needs to be pretty dry for it to work in the baler properly. So we're gonna let kind of some of the day go by as that gets dried out, and we'll do another couple of runs here from that barn with the slurry, and then we'll head into some bale stacking. So we don't have a ton, but it should take up at least a majority of the first part of the day here. And then cutting grass won't take long because I realized that I have that freaking the swathing mode on the mower that I never knew about. That I mentioned, I discovered it off camera when I was kind of in between episodes, and I just couldn't believe that this whole time I was just wasting so much time doing an unnecessary step of work for making silage by going through and actually windrowing it with another tool when I could have just had it in nice even windrows right, like literally right when we cut it. So kind of frustrating that I didn't see that earlier, but you know what? Better late than never, as I say. So anyway, just gonna finish this up, and then we will jump into a little bit of a bale stacking time lapse. So I will talk to you guys a little bit later. All right, so we just got done stacking our silage bales up here. Not a whole lot. I mean, it is good for probably, let's see, 1, 2 times 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's 6 feeds, I guess. Usually it's about 6 loads or 6 bales of silage and then 4 bales of hay. But I think since we do have some straw, we can go like 4. I think. What did we used to do? I think it was. Man, I still might have needed 6 of silage. Maybe it was 4, 2, and then 2 of straw, maybe? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But anyway, on to the next job. That's going to be good for now. We got all of our silage bales off of the fields. Now what I want to do is actually go and, before we get the straw bales off, I actually want to go and bale the rest of the straw. So the New Holland is actually sitting all the way down here in that field. And then we're going to go take our sweet time, go head over there. Jump in it, and then get baling on that field over there on the left, which was the second field that we harvested. And yep, I guess it's not that far. But yeah, so the reason I want to do that is because, as you can see from the weather, and I also installed a little, you know, nifty new mod that just shows you the temperature, and the year actually too, which is nice. So yeah, got that installed. I'm liking that. You know, it's helpful to know that rather than having to check the. I feel like I never know what the temperature is, to be honest. Oh, we don't have a tractor here. That's awkward. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go head back and grab the. I forgot it was hooked up to the New Holland, but we have since hooked that up to the feed wagon, I believe. Well, either way, we'll just go grab one of the bigger tractors. I think the John Deere is not hooked up to anything at the moment, and I gotta clean the combine and get that out of the way before I can even hook. I was gonna use that for the mowers, the John Deere, but we're not gonna do that right now anyway. So let's just go ahead and grab that. We'll take it back down there to the straw field, pick up some of those scraps in that field. I forgot there were a lot of areas that were missed, so we'll go grab that, and then I want to get the other field baled before it starts to rain. Better to have it in bales And, you know, if it rains, I feel like it'll kind of start, you know, sinking into the soil. It'll make it a little bit tougher to actually collect it with the baler later on. So I don't think it's supposed to rain a lot today. I did check the weather. It looks like we got a few more good hours of cloudy weather, and, you know, we're not going to get rain too soon. But still, always want to prepare for it and try to get ahead of it. Yeah, in addition to this, which hopefully won't take us that long, we still have to cut some of the grass. So if we don't do that today, then I guess we'll just get it tomorrow. But hopefully we can do it in a little bit, because baling usually doesn't take too long, especially when it's just a little bit of straw. So no worries there. Let's go head down, hook up, and then we will get started with the work. All right, here we go. All ready to get unfolded here. Start getting this straw baled. Actually, that's the wrong button. That's the right button that I need. Yep. Again, still getting used to this farm stick. But yeah, you could see just all of the spots that were missed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do kind of another pass along this field and get some of these little stray swaths here. Yeah, if you did notice in the a little bit of a time lapse, autoload, you know, it's working okay for the bales, but again, there's still reasons maybe not to use it. I don't know, maybe in my next series I'll try to do without any kind of autoload for bales. Actually, it's kind of fun to not use autoload, and plus, like, you know, you saw I've knocked the some bales off of the trailer with the front loader when I was trying to move them, and it's just a little bit frustrating sometimes. So, you know, when you're not worried about time and you're not kind of on a time crunch to just get a bunch of bales moved like I am in this series, I actually prefer not to use autoload. I'm only using it now because I don't really have the patience to stack a ton of bales, and it also just takes a long time in real time to stack a ton of bales, and when it seems like all you're doing is moving bales around to feed some cows, you know, autoload just is nice. But you just got to be careful. You know, you got to be careful with kind of how it behaves. But once you kind of understand what makes it, you know, act out a little bit, then you can kind of prevent that from happening. So I feel like I got a pretty good handle on it, but just sometimes, you know, when you grab bales off of a trailer using an autoload bale grab, that could really kind of, you know, throw a curveball at you sometimes and make you want to just throw your computer through a window. But not too bad. I'm dealing with it just fine, and definitely takes a lot of time out of just stacking them all by hand. So can't complain there. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and just get to it here. Gonna put on some music, talk to you guys in a minute, and yeah, just gonna knock out this field real quick, and then we'll get started on the next field, and hopefully we'll be able to get this all baled by the time the rain comes. And like I said, if we get it done before, we'll go ahead and hook up to some mowers and cut some grass too. So a lot to do today. Summer is a busy time, so let's get to it. All right, well, There we go. That is the straw baling done. And I think we're still a little bit ahead of the rain. So I wonder if it would maybe be beneficial to try to get some of this grass started, start cutting some of this grass. I'm gonna go head back. Probably take my time to just clean off the combine a little bit. That's in the way of the mowers anyway, so I gotta go move that. Get that parked, cleaned up, power washed. And then we'll see kind of how the weather is. I'm not trying to, you know, push too hard to get the grass cut today. If for some reason we don't, it's not the end of the world. But it would be nice. Let's go ahead and just fold this up. Maybe we'll even give this a little wash too. This tractor's looking pretty dirty. It's been pretty busy. I also got to call up Peter or Jerry and have one of them go and check on the milk from the big barn down on the south side of the farm. I feel like that might need some need to be taken to the sell point. We'll see. We'll see what's going on here. So let's just get this done and see how the weather holds out. All right, so we just got done baling the straw in that last field, and just realized that the big barn down on the other side of the farm is all out of food for the cows. So we're actually going to just jump into I believe the New Holland's already hooked up over here with the, well, actually I'm going to jump on the front loader too because I need this for the bales. But we're going to go ahead and feed those cows real quick, and then jump back into some, hopefully some grass cutting if we can beat the rain. If not, we'd still probably be able to do it. If it's drizzling just a little bit. I don't think the rain we're expecting is very much at all. So let's just see what happens. But yeah, first things first, let's get those cows fed before the health starts to decrease, and you know, we don't want to lose any cows today. So as long as we get it done within the hour, we will be good to go. All right, so we got some food in that barn for now, which is good. We will have Peter or Jerry get over there and start getting rid of some of that milk. I think I might even have the other one going get rid of some of the slurry. It's getting, you know, a little bit built up. Nothing too bad though. Nothing that we can't probably deal with tomorrow. But yeah, I think if we check the weather here, we could see, yeah, we are expecting some rain kind of within the hour. So actually probably within the next few minutes. So I think I might hold off on cutting the grass today. I might just spend the rest of the evening feeding, you know, some more of the cows, because we have to do that tonight anyway. So I might as well just get it over and done with now while we can, since it's still, you know, late enough in the day to keep them, you know, pretty good overnight, but also good enough, you know, early enough to still get all of the hit all the barns. You know, we got a lot of barns to get to, but yeah, we got some new silage that we could use for today. So I might end up, hopefully I don't end up using it all, but it'll probably only last us a couple of days, to be honest. Probably about maybe 2 days if I'm lucky. What do we got? 4 rows? Only 3. Yeah, maybe only a day and a half. Well, either way, we do need to get some silage fermenting as soon as possible, but we will do that, you know, tomorrow once we get that fresh cut of grass in. Oh no, oh no. Oh, come on. This is the one, see, this is the one reason that I don't really care for autoload too much. Like, it's really handy in the field, but like in putting stuff onto trailers, but then kind of stacking it into barns and everything, it just, some of these bale grabs behave a little bit weird, and I'm not really the biggest fan. I mean, I still, you know, some people swear about autoload, just they like to just drive up next to the bales, you know, with the trailers, and it just picks them up automatically. I don't like to do that. I don't think it's very realistic, but I think it does help kind of keep your trailers a little bit organized, just because of the way that the the physics are in Farming Simulator 22. You know, it's always been kind of a thing in the farm sim games, like 19, 22. I mean, those are the only 2 I've played, but it seems like physics for, you know, pallets, bales, logs, they're all a little bit weird. They almost seem like they don't have a lot of like weight to them. Like, you can kind of push them around and they kind of bounce off a thing. Like, see, like that. I mean, it's just kind of, I don't know. They're a little bit strange. So I'm not the biggest fan, and that's why I use autoload, just because it kind of, especially with pallets. Pallets are really, really finicky in this game with like pallet forks and stuff. Sometimes, you know, they'll like just sit on the pallet forks, even though they should be, you know, able to like slide off or something. You set it down on a trailer and then it kind of slides with the pallet fork. So overall, not the best physics ever, but things like autoload, you know, make just that quality of life a little bit better sometimes, or should I say most of the time. Sometimes you see what I just did, where you try to like grab a stack of bales and then the whole pile just kind of explodes, and then you have a mess, and you spend all this time, you know, stacking your bales all nicely, and then they just all get scattered everywhere anyway. So that's never fun. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and feed the cows. And what, am I down? Oh, that silage bale. Oh, I forgot a hay bale. That is the problem. Yeah, let's go put another hay bale in here. I forgot you need 4, not 3. Only grab 3. All right, let's go grab one more, and then we'll just feed the cows for a minute, and I'll probably catch up with you guys after that, just kind of wrap up the episode. But yeah, we'll see if we get a chance to get started on the mowing today. I might save it for just the next episode instead, and maybe just have like a dedicated silage episode. And the more I'm thinking about that, the more and more it's kind of seeming like a little bit more of a likelihood that I'm going to do that, because I would like to just feed these cows. I'd like to spend some time kind of cleaning up some of this equipment that we've been using, getting this back, everything kind of back in its rightful place. You know, we have like that tractor parked over there. We have the baler still sitting out, some tractors kind of parked in some weird places, just scattered around. So I might take the evening to just kind of reorganize stuff a little bit. But yeah, either way, let's go ahead and feed these cows, and then I will talk to you guys in a minute. Alright, so time kind of got away from me here. We are unloading the last load of TMR into this barn here, right in the middle of the yard. Very convenient, but yeah, I'm just going to show you guys. So I went around the farm and just dropped off one load of TMR in all of the cow barns. So we'll take a look at the feed levels in a minute, but just to show you actually how much that takes, we'll pull around here and hop out of the tractor, and you can see we started with, I think, like a lot of bales. Yeah, because we had 369 times 4, I think. I don't know. We had like well over 30 bales. 36, I think. Yeah, 36 bales. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. Yep. So we had 36 bales to start. Now we have 6. So you could just see that was, yeah, that would be 5 times 6 per load. Yeah, so we did go through 30 of them just now, and we have 6 left. So we have 5 barns. We got 1 to each barn, 1 load. So each load takes 6. We have 30. We had 36. Good. Yep. Math. Fun. I work in finance, so math is something that I do every day, and I don't like to do in my free time, but you know, hence why I can't count. Anyway, so yeah, so all those bales gone. Hay bales, we got about half of them left that we had before, which is just crazy. I mean, this is literally like 1 round of feeding. And granted, you know, with those smaller barns, we don't need to feed them every day, but the bigger ones we do need to feed at least twice a day. So like this is going to be good for the big barn down at the other end of the farm. I just call it the big barn because it's got like, you know, 300 cows in it or something close to it like that. That takes definitely 2 loads a day. This one up here, you can get by with 1. There's only like 150 cows in it, but the other ones are all like a little bit, I think they're less than 100 or maybe like 100 cows or so. You could actually, they should be good for 2 days since I filled them up fully. But tomorrow we'll probably get another shipment of bales in. And we're also going to make some more silage, so we'll get that fermenting. And then in the next couple of days, once August comes around, we're actually going to get started with our forage harvest, which is awesome because that will give us the silage that we need probably for the rest of the year. I'm hoping that we get 2 bunker silos instead of just 1 this time around. So I actually do have another bunker silo. You've probably seen it in some of the little time lapses and things. It's over by the 3 barns over there. I put another bunker silo there and another shed in case we get like so many bales that we need some more bale storage. But at the rate that we go through bales, I mean, I don't even know if we're going to need that. I might just end up putting some equipment there or something. But anyway, I think we're going to call it an episode here for today. It is dark. We've gotten a lot of work done, and the silage work that we got to get to tomorrow is just going to take up probably a whole nother episode's worth of time. I figure we'll make some silage, get it baled and fermenting in the field. And then we'll spend the rest of the episode stacking the straw bales and collecting those. So those are kind of the 2 next steps on our agenda for now. And of course, feeding the cows, as always, you know, we always need to do that. But yeah, before we go, let's just take a look real quick. So if you look at the feed levels, yeah, we're in the green here. We haven't had the green in this barn for a long time. This is the first of the 3 barns. I think this is the second of the 3 barns. This is another one. And then this is that barn all by itself, or one of these. I forget which one it actually is. But yeah, and then here's the home farm barn up at the home farm here. And that's looking good. So this should last us, usually this lasts about 2 days as well. So we're going to see about that. This, though, as you can see, I mean, we're only halfway. And this is 2 loads today. We've already been through this one twice. So this is going to be pretty crazy. We're going to have to do another one of these tomorrow also, so right in the morning, and then probably at night. So we won't have any bales ready for the night, so we're gonna have to probably get another couple of shipments in for the next couple of days until this new batches the new batch ferments that we'll cut and bale tomorrow. So yeah, silage on this farm is ridiculous. We go through it like crazy. Hay, you know, I know we could feed them with like hay and grass or whatever, but it's just not as effective, and especially in that big barn, we want the milk. So we got to have them at 100% health. So just crazy, but is what it is. That's the fun of this farm, and that's the challenge is, you know, trying to feed all these cows and still resume normal operations. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are still enjoying the series. It is going to come to an end in a couple of episodes, but I have something new and exciting planned. Probably going to start recording that pretty soon, to be honest with you. I'm really excited about it. And it'll be nice to have a little change of pace. We've been doing this series for a long time. But yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out, and talk to you later.